We've reached chapter 21 of A Court of Thorn and Roses, and let's review. Feyre is a 19-year-old human who has to live her life in fairylands because of the magical contract that divides fairy from the human lands, and because she killed this wolf who was actually a fairy, it's life for life, and she's gone to live with this high lord who happens to be the one green flag fairy that exists, right? It's like he doesn't hate humans. He remembers when humans and fae used to cooperate. He isn't into slavery, and unlike every other fairy lord, also isn't into, like, I don't know, if you don't like your brother's girlfriend, killing her brutally in front of you, right? So after trying to convince her to, like, let him show her around the place and some things, and she brushes him off, he resorts to helping her learn to read and write and gives her all the tools to fulfill her artistic dreams that were unfulfilled before. So she's painting, and he writes her dirty limericks, as well as, like, taking her on picnics to, like, the most heart-shatteringly beautiful places in his lands. Okay, we know he's into her, right? And up until now, though, she's been, like, in denial that he's into her, and she's been in denial that she's into him, even though she keeps having these, like, pleasurable full body reactions to him, and I don't know, waiting up for him to come home and stuff like that. But this brings us to bonfire night. She's been told to stay away from the bonfires. Of course, she doesn't stay away. She gets menaced by these ugly evil fairies. Then she gets rescued by a good-looking evil fairy. Then she gets re-rescued by Lucien, who takes her back to the manor and is basically like, lets it slip that if she had been found there by Tamlin, he absolutely would have grabbed her and done her in the ceremony, and that would have been that. And Tamlin himself shows up after the whole thing has happened with someone else, apparently, and he admits that he could smell that she was there and he really wanted her, and but like Lucien said, he's like, I don't think you would have liked what would have happened, except then he's like, except for you, I wouldn't have been violent. I would have taken a long time. You would have been screaming my name. He then bites her on the neck, and it's like the most sensual thing she's ever experienced. And what does she do? She slaps him in the face and says, don't tell me what to do. Girl,